Hello everyone. So welcome to Cooking with Victor Jesse. For those of you who are watching live, I've had a couple of issues. I'm not sure what happened. The Facebook Live just stopped on me and ended the video. So I will say welcome to Cooking with Victor Jesse again. This would be take 3, I would imagine. So hopefully that doesn't shut off on me again. All right. So from the top, today's recipe is coming from Kitchen Magic with Mickey. Favorite recipes from the Disney parks and cruise ships by Pam Brandon and the Disney Chef. You know, I did that so I don't get in trouble. If someone's listening, don't want to get in trouble with the mouse. Cheesy enchilada soup. Fiddler, it's going to be found at the Fiddler, Pfeiffer, and Practical Magic Cafe. Disney California Adventure Park at Disneyland Resort. Named after the three little pigs, Fiddler, Pfeiffer, and Practical Cafe serves up a freshly brewed coffee sandwiches and delicious soups. With hints of chili powder, hot sauce, and garlic, this slightly spicy soup is topped with fried tortilla chips that provide a delightful crunch. Okay? So this will be my first time cooking this. I'm actually going to skip step 1, heat, which is cooking the tortilla chips, because I'm going to be using late July chips, which is a very healthy alternative than to frying tortilla strips. So I'm going to use those. And about this book, I picked this up from my friend Will because he was very gracious and kind to cat sit for me from time to time when I would go to San Diego or wherever. And so when I was at Disneyland, I think 4 years ago, I wanted to get him a gift, and since he loves to cook, I thought this would be a great gift for him. So, and then I asked to borrow this book so I could cook something. And as I went through this book looking at meats and poultry and so forth, these recipes is way too difficult for me to make all this in a quick video show. Some of the dishes, I mean, some of the recipes sound really good. Asian spiced duck breast with sausage and beans. I'm like, yummy. So I went into the soups and salads and found this cheesy enchilada soup. So, all right. So if you guys, I'm going to grab the iPad and check for comments and see if there's any comments. If not, we'll get started. Okay? All right. Okay. All right, it appears to be no comments, so it's time to get this cooking show started on the what? The Muppet Show tonight. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's my moment of silliness. All right, step 1. Let's get this pot hot. So I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. So 1, 2, that's about 2 tablespoons right there. That's the good thing about cooking is if you want to be precise on certain things, certain recipes, you can definitely measure it out. If not, you can pretty much eyeball it. I mean, I've been cooking, since I was 18, I want to say. Not professional, just a home cookie. I love to cook. You see, I think it started when I was young. My stepdad would do all the cooking, and then one day I said, can I help? So of course I got assigned to the sous chef position of washing vegetables and chopping. Well, actually I graduated to chopping when he felt I can handle a knife without cutting my finger. And then I moved over to actual cooking, because he wanted to make sure I wouldn't burn down the house. So those are important things, right? All right, so that's a little bit of background about me. Like I said, I'm not a chef. I look up recipes. I change them a little bit to make them healthier and to make it my own, to put my own spin on them. So, yeah, so that's a little bit about me. Like I said, I'm not a chef. I just consider myself a home cookie. And I would not even begin to go on, what is that called? What's that chef? There was a chef show. I can't remember. God, I must be getting old. With Gordon Ramsay, the home cooks wanting to be chefs. Oh, not Hell's Kitchen. The other one. There were home chefs that wanted to be cooks.
Oh.
So, but yeah. Oh, and then I definitely couldn't do Hell's Kitchen because I'm not a chef. But the first day that he would throw a plate at me or something, I would be like, oh, wait, did he just throw that plate at me? And I would probably pick it up and throw it right back at his head. And then I would get kicked off. So yeah, no Hell's Kitchen for this kid. All right, let's get this oil nice and warm. It's getting there. Usually you can tell by the feel of the warmth or when it starts to separate a little bit. I'm going to grab some of the ingredients out of the refrigerator. I'll be right back. Okay, so step 2, cook onion and remaining tablespoons of oil in a medium saucepan over heat until translucent. Add garlic, bell pepper, corn. Cook for about 2 minutes. Okay, gotta get garlic. All right, onions, in you go. Oh, garlic, and that garlic is going to be a teaspoon of garlic, I do believe. What is it at? Chili stock, tomato, cornstarch, garlic. Where's my garlic at? Oh. Well, like I said, this is my first time doing this recipe. I haven't done it before, so I don't really have a feel for the flow of it. Like the turkey pisole and the lasagna recipes were things that I've made in the past, so I was comfortable with how they flow, but this one is brand new to me, so I'm first time cooking for you guys and first time cooking for me with this. Garlic. You can never go wrong with garlic. It's good for you, healthy, so sometimes I just add a little extra and it doesn't really hurt. So. Add garlic, bell pepper. Okay, so now I gotta add bell pepper. It called for 1 red bell pepper. I'm going to add my bell pepper. I actually chopped up a poblano of pepper for a nice spicy flavor. Because you guys know me, I love my spice, right? So get those in there. Then I believe, yeah, so I'm going to cook this just a little bit longer. My onions are looking good, translucent. I want my bell peppers to soften up a little bit, so I'm going to let this go a little longer. And then I'll add the whole corn and the black beans. I picked up black beans at Kroger's, their brand. You can get them with no salt. So if you're trying to watch your salt or you have high blood pressure or so forth, definitely look for the no salt black beans. Those are always good. I've been using them for a while, cooking with the black beans with no salt. Those are looking pretty good. In case I forgot to mention, because I think at the first go around before Facebook Live dropped me, since I'm making a Disney meal, I thought it'd be important to wear my Disney ears and my Disney apron, and I have a Disney t-shirt, Mickey Mouse underneath. So if you're making Disney, why not get into the spirit of it, right guys? All right, now I'm gonna add my corn and black beans. The recipe calls for a half a cup of corn and a half a cup of black beans. However, I'm cooking abuelito style, so we have leftovers. That means, you know, I don't make a small pan, I make a pot. So. Stirring, stirring, stirring. Wow, this smells amazing. Like I said before, Rachel Ray on her show said they need to invent smell-o-vision so you guys can smell the wonderful aroma. And so I guess that's a good way of knowing that I have allergy issues, because lately I haven't been able to breathe, but now I can smell this food, so that's good. I know with COVID running around right now, people are panicking. You know, one of the things is if you lose the sense of taste and smell, well, allergies can give you that false sense of being sick with COVID. So I know not to panic, because last week I wasn't feeling very well, and I knew it was just definitely allergies. It was stuffy, itchy eyes, and so forth. But, you know, nothing like cooking with chiles that I do with the serrano peppers and so forth. That definitely opens your sinuses so you can breathe. Plus, jalapeno. Oh yeah, and I love jalapenos too. They're good to cook with. They're definitely packed with tons of vitamin C. So that's a natural source of good vitamin C through jalapeno peppers. All right, moving right along. Let's see. Bell pepper corn, cook for about 2 minutes. Stir in stock, tomato puree, salt, chili powder. Okay, so stir in chicken stock, tomato. So tomato puree. I actually couldn't find any tomato puree in the size that I needed, so I went and picked up a can of tomatoes that were garlic roasted, and I went ahead and just put them in the blender and made my own puree. I can't say the word. So in you go. All right, over to the sink we go. And I think the recipe actually calls for, if I'm not mistaken, 5 cups of stock. Now, I don't cook heavily with stock because it's definitely loaded with tons and tons and tons of salt. So 5 cups of sodium, that would just be out of control. So I'm going to use water for the stock, and then I'm going to actually use, when I was looking around at Ralph's trying to find something that wasn't so salty, I found this Knorr's chicken stock, right? So it only has 800 milligrams of sodium, and you can, like 1 teaspoon. So you can just do 1 teaspoon to your water and get your chicken stock flavor without loading it full of sodium. Because even the low sodium chicken stock is still loaded with tons of salt, even though they said it's low sodium. So, all right, so 5 cups. That's about good. I had mentioned in my previous video when I did turkey pozole that I like to put my water, my 5 cups of water in my blender so I can get the rest of the puree out of there. Or pozole, you know, the chiles that stuck to the side, that stick to the side. Swish it around. In we go. I have this on a low heat so I can take my time and not worry about things burning on me. Okay. These readers, I have to keep putting them off and on. So let's stir this. All right. Then it wants, add salt. All right, where's the salt here? Salt, 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 salt. I have a teaspoon of coarse salt, okay? Let's go over here. Half of my salt going down the sink. Half a teaspoon of coarse salt, in you go. And now they want, let's see, chili powder. Chili powder, chili powder. Coarse salt. 1 1/4 teaspoons of chili powder, okay. All right, that's not gonna work. There's 1. And then it's about 1/4, 1 1/4 chili powder. Let's see, salt, chili powder, pepper. So pepper, 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 pepper. Where's the pepper? Chicken stock, teaspoon, quarter. Maybe I should have a pen and cross things off, right? Let's see, 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground pepper. All right. Pepper. Ground coarse black pepper. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And then what else? Hot sauce. Heavy cream, sour cream. Teaspoon of Worcestershire. 1/3 teaspoon of tapatio. 1/3 teaspoon. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because you know I like it hot and spicy. Tomato puree, salt, chili powder, pepper. They want sugar. Sugar is going to be sugar. See, I really should have a pencil and just knock this off. 1 1/4 teaspoons of sugar. All right, I'm using, what's it called? Truvia? Hold on. Yeah, Truvia, I'm using Truvia. Oh, and it says share your voice. I think I'm doing that today. In you go, buddy. Sugar. Hot sauce, Worcestershire. Oh, now they want Worcestershire sauce. 1 teaspoon. One teaspoon, in you go. Okay, Worcestershire sauce. Oh! Thank you, my darling sous chef. I can cross these things out. Okay, 1 chopped onion done, tablespoon of chopped garlic done, bell pepper done, a half a cup of corn done, 5 cups of chicken stock done, 1 15-ounce can of tomato paste done, teaspoon of coarse salt done, 1 1/4 spoons of chili powder done, freshly ground pepper done, 1 teaspoon of sugar done, a 3/4 teaspoon of tapatio sauce done, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce done. All right. Now I'm going to add I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of my chicken stock. In you go. So I think that's going to be plenty of chicken stock to add a nice flavor. Stir. And mix it all together. Stirring, stirring, stirring. Looks like a nice soup. Alright. Okay. Stir in chicken stock, tomato puree. Let's see. Stir in chicken stock, tomato puree, chili powder, pepper, sugar, hot sauce, Worcestershire sauce. Bring to a boil. Okay. Let's bring that to a quick boil. Lid goes on. Well, that's on boil. Let's talk about this book a little bit. A Disney Vacation is a magical experience for all 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste. Guests behold visual wonders from fireworks spectaculars to ornate stage shows. Hear the laughter of families prepared over top of Goosebump, including music. Feel the embrace of Mickey and Minnie, or the rush of a thrilling attraction. Breathe in the aromas of freshly baked cookies and hot popcorn, and savor the flavors of delicious food, both familiar and exotic. A trip to the Walt Disney World Resort, to Disneyland Resort, aboard the Disney Cruise Line ships, or to Lani, a Disney resort and spa in Oahu, Hawaii, is an opportunity to enjoy favorite dishes crafted to perfection, and also to explore foreign cuisines and perhaps discover a new favorite. And because of the attention to details and the care with which the Disney chefs prepare their menus, meals at Disney restaurants are some of the most unforgettable aspects of the guest experience. So that's just part of this that, okay, I might as well keep going. Hi, Gary Smith. Welcome to Cooking with Victor Jesse. Today I'm making cheesy enchilada soup. Right now I'm bringing my soup up to a boil before I add the additional ingredients. But those culinary adventures do not have to end once the vacation is over. With the tried and true recipes inside Kitchen Magic with Mickey, guests can recreate their most treasured Disney dining moments in the comfort of their own kitchens. Perhaps the spicy creamy butter chicken from Sana and be instantly transported to Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, with zebra grazing just outside the window. Make the roasted garlic shrimp pasta from Carnation Cafe and imagine sitting on the patio as the Barbershop Quartet sings in Main Street, USA. Area at Disneyland Park. Oops, didn't finish that sentence. Oh well. Bake the indulgent pumpkin cheesecake from Cabanas on the Disney Dream and feel the gentle Caribbean breeze once again. Shake up a cucumber leche fizz from Alani, a Disney resort and spa, and relax the Hawaiian sunshine. It's just one sip away. All it takes are a few simple ingredients, this cookbook, some groceries, and a pinch of pixie dust. Pinch of pixie dust. Delicious appetizers, soups, salads, entrees inside, and desserts from Disney's most popular and celebrated restaurants are just a cutting board or a mixing bowl away. They make it sound so simple. So if you didn't know, now you're in the know. Trevor Noah. The Daily Show. All right. Got a nice boil. Now we're going to reduce, I believe it says reduce and simmer for 15 minutes. All right. So down that goes to a medium simmer. It says for 15 minutes. Let's get a 15-minute timer. Start 15 minutes. All right, lower heat 15 minutes. Now, whisk flour and water in a small bowl and stir into soup. Bring to a boil, then simmer 4 minutes. Okay. Mixing bowl. So it says it wants 4 teaspoons of flour, but I'm going to use teaspoons. I'm going to use actually cornstarch. Where's my teaspoon? Oh, it's over here. Teaspoon. I clean it.
Pixie dust again.
Pixie dust. Gary Smith says pixie dust. Again. Okay, so there's 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. The counts from Sesame Street. Alright, and now what are we doing with this? Whisk flour and water, small bowl, stir into soup. Okay, so now I have, requires me to do a 1/2 cup of water. Oops, you guys didn't see that. I think I got a little carried away with the whiskey. I didn't to be, I guess I don't know my own strength. Okay. In you go. Bring to a boil. What's next? Whisk, bring to a boil, and then simmer for 4 minutes. So we actually needed to let the soup cook for 15 before we added that, but I think it's going to be fine. So the soup's going to go ahead and cook for the 15 minutes, and then we could always add additional 4 minutes, but I think it's going to be okay this way. It should turn out fine. Okay, so 15 minutes. All right, so we have 15 minutes. So let's put a lid on this, let it cook for 15 minutes. We'll put it to medium heat so it cooks a little faster for our show, the show. All right, looking at the iPad. Hi, Gary. You're the only one here that I see. Well, Dwayne West was here. I'm not sure if he's still watching. So, so we have 15 minutes to kill. Any chance of a happy dance? Sure, Gary. I will be honored to give you a happy dance. Ready? Okay, let's see how I can give you a happy dance. We'll take off the readers. Lift up the apron and we'll go 1, 2. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum, da, 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 okay, done. There's your happy dance, Gary. There's your happy dance. Oh, man. Oh, my apron. Okay. So, let's see. 10 minutes on this soup. Actually, because I have it on a high boil, I'm actually going to go ahead and cut corners on this real quick. So I think it's going to be fine. Alright. We'll put that to a low. Let's see, what do we have here? Now they want us to add the chicken. And then they're going to want us to stir in sour cream, shredded cheese, black beans. Oops! I put the black beans in during step 2 and it should have been in step 5. That's okay. It's going to be fine. Alright. So this morning I poached up some chicken and did some shredding. I think I can use my spoon, put our shredded chicken in here. It calls for actually, what does it call for? How much chicken? Where does it say? I don't know. Oh well. It calls for X amount of chicken, but I get my chicken breasts at Costco and they come in the 2 breasts in the pack because that's the value. And like I said earlier today, this is a bolito style soup. You know, I don't make just a little pan of soup or a little pot. I make a big pot. Mexican family style pot of soup. So Doug and I will be eating soup for a few days, that's for sure. Love them leftovers. Okay. Now it wants sour cream. I'm actually going to use Kite Hill plain almond milk yogurt, dairy free, because I'm going to be adding cheese to it. So I try to cut back a little bit on the dairy as much as possible. Just try to keep it on the healthier side. All right, so this is my ½ cup of sour cream, substitution, almond milk, yogurt, dairy free, plain, no additional flavor. Okay, mix that in. Stirring, stirring, stirring. Just keep on stirring. Smells good. Mm-hmm. And then let's see, what else does this recipe want? So we did cooked chicken. They actually called for 2½ cups of shredded chicken, but I'm pretty sure I'm a little over with that shredded chicken. Like I said, Costco, when you get the chicken in the packs, you know, the individual packs that you break apart, there's always 2 breasts. And lately, when I've been using that, there's actually been like 3 breasts in the packs. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of chicken. But chicken's good for you. Stir in sour cream, shredded cheese, black beans, ½ cup of heavy cream, ½ cup of sour cream. We did that. Oh, then it wants heavy whipped cream. It almost doesn't make sense to use the yogurt because I'm having dairy with the heavy cream and the cheese, but in you go. Don't make a mess, y'all. Heavy cream. I said don't make a mess, y'all. Who's all y'all? It's just the food. Looks amazing. Oh yeah, now I need to add in the cheese. Okay. 1 cup of, what is the cheese called again?
Cheddar.
Cheddar, 1 cup of cheddar cheese. Gary says, thank you for the dance. You're quite welcome, Gary, my dear. Alright, let's bring this to kick up the heat a little bit. Stirring, stirring, stirring. A little too hot there. See, I think I should have stirred and added the heavy cream, but as you guys know, it's not easy because when I hit go live, my nerves kick in. But I think I'm doing a good job today keeping my nerves under control. So let's let this cook. And I have, unfortunately, a small swallow left of my Absolute cocktail. Oops. I'm trying to choke myself. So, while this cooks, let's talk a little bit about this. Looks really amazing. I love the colors. Reminds me of the colors of Mexico. All the bright colors. So this week, I'd like to share that I was having a hard week, and I think I spent a lot of time trying to talk myself out of doing these videos. I'm not sure why. I think it's just a sense of being afraid. So I was finding rhymes and reasons for me not to do this, going through all kinds of excuses. And when it boiled down to today, I'm just like, you know, don't do that, Victor. You always do that when you get nervous and super scared about certain things, especially this, you know, because I'm putting myself out there. So to me, you know, I had to just say, don't do that. Stop, relax. Everything's going to be fine. And just have fun. Just have fun, you know, and just do the best you can and go for it. And like I had said earlier, you got to be able to laugh at yourself. So when we watched the first 2 videos, I can say honestly, with all honesty, that I played them back in the evening, and I really can say that I could give myself a sticker or a star and say, you know, you did it, good job, you know. I see my mistakes and I laugh at them, and I definitely learn from them as well. So again, I have to just remember not to take myself too serious, you know. But it is scary when you put yourself out there like I'm doing right now for all to see. I have the live videos that I'm doing now with you guys, and then the YouTube. I'm putting it public on YouTube too, so it's I have to be honest, it's very scary. But like I said, I'm gonna try to get out of my head and just enjoy doing this because I love to cook. So, all right, that's looking really, really good. I love it. Smells amazing. The reason why I'm stirring is I want to make sure that the sour cream, not the sour cream, The yogurt is really broken down and the heavy cream is mixed in. Okay. Looks good. All right. And look, Gary, I tapped really lightly. All right, it says to garnish with cilantro, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna actually garnish with scallion. So let me get a bowl. Now, when I made pozole, the turkey pozole with the leftover turkey, you know, it was in the pressure cooker, so I couldn't do an after serving like I can with this and show. So I did a small portion and I took a picture and posted it to my Facebook cooking group. And my friend Patricia said, "Is that a child's portion?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's for Baby Yoda." And she goes, "That's not his name." And I'm like, "Well, I had to hurry and take a picture, so, but no, I'm gonna actually give a good portion, so." All right, let's get this going. And actually, I think this could be a pressure cooker meal. And I could probably put this on a low simmer and let it cook just a little bit longer. All right, so. Just gonna garnish with a little bit of scallion, like that to taste. That's probably good right there. And I'm gonna actually break up some late July chips. Just a few. That should be good. Okay, now this is pretty hot, so let me be careful. So here's the final finished product. Can you see it, I hope? All right, let's give it a go. Okay, hold on. Now see, now I'm worried about blowing because of the whole, you know, corona particles. But it's my house, so. Ooh, sorry about that. Hot, hot, hot. My cat Sebastian's over here sitting on his chair giving me some nasty looks. He's like, "Where's my food?" So that is really good, but I do believe that it should simmer a little bit longer than the time that I've allowed it to cook for, because it did say 15 minutes on this and another 4 minutes on that. So I think I'd like to put a lid on it and put it on a low simmer. But I do love the flavors. It's a little bit spicy, not as spicy as I think I would like it personally, so I'll probably add a little bit more hot sauce to this. But you know, Disney, their recipes, they're cooking for tons of people, and probably people with a bland diet or so forth. Because you know how it's good, but it's like, give me the hot sauce. You gotta pack hot sauce. You gotta pack hot sauce when you go to Disney in your backpack, so you can just, okay, that tastes better, right? Okay guys, so there you go. Cheesy enchilada soup from Disney Cookbook. I will show the cookbook one more time. Okay, so Disney Kitchen Magic with Mickey Mouse. They make the recipe seem so easy, but I don't think so. Okay, so I'd like to say thank you everybody for tuning in, and thanks for watching my show. Have a wonderful day and take care. We'll see you later. Bye.